Hello, and welcome to Empowerment Talk for Today's Woman. I'm your host, Empowerment Coach Renee Bobb, and I'm so excited that you decided to join me today, where I have yet another phenomenal guest. They're going to share with you some insight on how they've been able to turn their dreams of owning and operating their own business into reality. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, as well as my website, reneebob.com and NashvilleWomen'sEmpowerment.com. So again, I want to welcome you to Empowerment Talk for Today's Woman. Today, I have none other than Roy Washington as well as Norman Washington, and they are with RMG Sports Group. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you guys are here. So share with me a little bit about what RMG Sports Group is all about.
Well, RMG Sports Group actually helps athletes and their families reach their full potential by assisting them in selecting their high school courses, their college, as well as their professional agent.
Wow. And what made you come up with the concept of actually starting a sports group?
Well, it really based off of my background. Me and my older brother, we started playing high school sports in 7th and 8th grade, and just started seeing trends of great athletes in our hometown just not going to college. And really, my dad, throughout his research, found that it was something called the NCAA clearinghouse, where a lot of people just didn't have the information, and it just made sense to be able to help other kids be able to get the exposure to go to college.
Right, and there's such a big need for your what you guys do in the industry. Me being a parent of an athlete, I'm so glad to have connected with you because I guess you guys can give some insight on, what should this person do to find a college, or should they go straight into the NFL or NBA? So I guess you offer services that kind of help to guide the parent in the right direction.
Yes.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So what does RMG stand for?
Well, it's actually a playoff, our middle name, as we are a father and son team, and our middle name is Royale, so it's Royal Management Group.
Excellent.
And because we're mainly, it's about family, and our athletes are family, so everything we're doing, we just want to make sure that it's family first, and then everything else is secondary.
Excellent. Very good. Now, how long have you been in business, and how has it been going thus far? What kind of feedback have you been getting from, people that have actually used your services?
Well, we've been actually in business 9 months, and we've gotten excellent feedback. As a matter of fact, we have more emails, calls, NFL scouts, Canadian Football League scouts, players,
Agents,
agents.
schools, coaches, guys that recruit, wanting to understand, how does this kid match up academically, which in turn started what we have as a sports academy, where we're able to help the youth to be able to get to college, and then be able to use our sports management group with our professional athletes to get them to their professional ranks wherever they
Excellent.
have the opportunity.
Okay, so give me an example of an athlete that you work with. Take me through the process of working with that athlete.
Okay, I'm gonna just take you through an 8th grader, all the way to the professional ranks. We would in turn explain to the parents or guardians what the NCAA clearinghouse is, what core courses are going to be required during their graduating year. You really need to know that going into the 9th grade. Of course, most coaches and other individuals would tell you you don't have to register until your junior year. However, if you need 3 maths, beginning with Algebra 1, and you take general math in your freshman year, Algebra 1A, which is not a qualified course, you are already a non-qualifier. So therefore, a Division I school cannot make you an offer.
Wow.
And so that's one of the things we educate, because you could some kids just don't test well. But however, if you put them in the classroom, they'll make the appropriate grade to pass. So therefore, the parent or guardian need to go to the guidance counselor, request that they be put in Algebra 1, sign the waiver. Now, you get the 3 maths, you go on to, it's time to make a selection with your college. Well, a lot of people don't look at the roster. They get caught up with the name on the jersey. North Carolina, Florida State,
That's correct.
Michigan. And then you go there and you never hear about them again. I like to tell young men and women, selecting a college is just like selecting your mate. We often want the one we want and not the one that want us. So,
Wow.
and
Very interesting. And I find that, I played Division I basketball in high school. I actually got a full, in college, I actually got a full ride out of high school. And then I played for the United States Navy also. But I had no concept of any of this process. And then I did it all on my own. I didn't really have a coach pushing me. My mother wasn't there. She worked full time as a single parent. So I had to do a lot of this research on my own. So I find that there's a real value in the services that you actually are offering to these parents and these athletes. So you also have a special golf tournament coming up. Tell us about the golf tournament.
Yeah, it's actually the fight against crime and domestic violence. It has a two-part to it. It's the golf tournament, which is April 27th at the RMG golf course. And then also we're having a free youth seminar. It's going to be at the Southeast Community Center. And basically it's about bringing awareness to domestic violence. It's something that's real to us and it's had an effect on our family.
Wow. And so you kind of are doing something where it's a worthy cause. And I guess part of the proceeds will go towards some sort of domestic violence situation or shelter.
Yes.
Very good. Outstanding. And then you also have some other things you're working on. Tell us about the other projects you're working on.
well, let me add to what's going to happen at the youth seminar because it's very important. At the youth seminar, we're going to speak and educate the parents and the youth about the NCAA clearinghouse.
Excellent.
We're also going to educate them about the ACT, the SAT. We're going to have former college student athletes speaking to them about being a college athlete because a lot of people don't realize what that entails. It's like having a job. In addition to that, we will have professional athletes speaking about being a professional athlete and a role model.
Wow.
So,
Now, what's interesting is I love how you bring the academic side into the athletic side as well. It seems like it's very important. It kind of goes hand in hand, correct?
Yeah.
well, it's academics first with me, and because at the end of the day, when the whistle stop blowing, the ball stop going in the air, what you gonna do?
And I guess we see now it's been going on for years, a lot of athletes where they play professional sports. Once that's over, what happens to them? So I guess you're doing something to kind of help with that situation.
And that's a part of our program at RMG Sports Group. We actually take the athlete and teach them financial literacy. We have a mentor program called Begin with the End in Mind. So therefore, when your professional career is over, you have put in place what you need to do.
Outstanding.
I've talked to so many professional athletes, and after their careers, they're depressed because the NFL has a very good program, the NBA, the Major League Baseball Association. They have a system that as long as you're a professional athlete, they plan your life for you.
Wow.
Most of these young men and women had never had to really deal with the real world.
Okay. Very good. With the time that we have left, can you give your contact information where they can hear more about your company as well as the golf tournament that's coming up?
Yes, the golf tournament is actually, information is RMG Sports Group Charity Golf Classic. And if we actually have a t-shirt campaign going on right now, that's booster.com, RMG Sports Group Charity Golf Classic as well.
Very good. And that's where people can actually reach you. And I see you have a t-shirt with you.
Yes, we actually brought you a shirt. Actually the first one to get your shirt come in, but it's Stop Domestic Violence Awareness. And actually, Renee, we just want to give you this shirt to being a supporter of our event as well.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate the shirt. It's outstanding. And also, look at the back of the shirt as well. Thank you so much. I do appreciate both of you. And if you don't mind giving your contact one more time, and then I have one last question I do want to ask you.
Yeah. The golf tournament is RMG Sports Group Charity Golf Classic, and the t-shirt campaign is RMG Booster.com, RMG Sports Group Charity Golf Classic.com.
Excellent. And Roy, we have something in common.
Oh, really?
And I had the wonderful opportunity to read your bio, and I want to thank you for your service. I understand that you were in the military as well.
Absolutely. I'm an airman.
Excellent.
I was
a
in the Air
Navy
Force.
woman. Very good.
Okay.
Outstanding. And when it's all said and done, what is the legacy that you would like to leave, being that you are the father in this particular company?
Well, the legacy we'd like to leave with RMG Sports Group is that we took young people, helped them to build character and build a productive foundation in their life so that they can pass it on to their young ones.
Outstanding. Well, thank both of you for being a guest today. I do appreciate it. And thank all of you for tuning in to another edition of Empowerment Talk for Today's Woman. Thank you so much. Be sure to visit me on my website, reneebobb.com, and let today be the day that you turn your dreams into reality. God bless you, and thank you so much.